Premier League titles, FA Cup triumphs, several domestic doubles, an invincible season, 18 consecutive years in the Champions League between 1998 and 2016, numerous individual and team records, World Cup winners in the squad, full of experience and young flair, one of the best managers to ever grace our sport. So why have Arsenal never ever won the Champions League? Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal. I'm Glenn, your guide through Arsenal's Champions League curse. Arsenal and the Champions League, day and night. Any kids born between 2012 and 2021 would understand why Arsenal have never won the biggest European trophy, but believe it or not, there was a time the Gunners were a dominant force in Europe. Believe it or not. So why has this accolade always eluded them? Why?
Why?
The question that every single Arsenal fan asks themselves. First up, let's take a look at the 3 times Arsenal should have won this trophy. 2001, 2002. The 2001 and 2002 season started quite well for Arsenal, signing Campbell, who was a free agent after leaving Tottenham Hotspurs, the rivals, one of the biggest signings in our history. Campbell joining us right before the 2001-2002 season, and the season turned out to be something special. Premier League champions, finishing 7 points clear of second placed Liverpool, unbeaten away from home. Never lost a game away from home. All the 19 games away from home, never lost one. Scored in every single game. All 38 games that season in the league, Arsenal scored in each one of them. We also ended the season by beating Chelsea 2-0 in the FA Cup final. That was the second double in 4 years, 1998 and 2002, winning both the Premier League and the FA Cup in the same season. We also managed to beat United home and away. Obviously, that amazing goal by Will Todd to clinch the title at Old Trafford, winning the league at Old Trafford. That was not it. Arsene Wenger finished as the manager of the year that season. Jumba got the accolade of the player of the year that season. Pires finished as the Football Writers Association player of the year. Henry, as usual, won the Golden Boot. Bergkamp won the goal of the season after his strike against Newcastle, and there's still one special one. Paul Pires won the Groundsman of the Year. The Groundsman of the Year. Arsenal won all those accolades in one Premier League season. So, was this form replicated in the Champions League? Sadly, not. I'm afraid it wasn't. The form and the records were not replicated in the Champions League. We were drawn in the same group with Schalke, Panathinaikos and Mallorca. Schalke, a German club, Panathinaikos, a Greek club, and Mallorca, a Spanish club. It didn't end as expected for us. Now, in the league, we had the most amazing form, winning the league and everything, never ever losing away from home. But in the Champions League, here's something crazy for you. We lost 5 away games in the Champions League. Never lost one in the league, but managed to lose 5 in the Champions League. We lost to Mallorca, Ashley Cole picking up a red card. Lost to Panathinaikos, lost to Schalke, Luzhny picking up a red card. But despite all this, Arsenal still managed to qualify to the second group stage thanks to a better head-to-head record against Mallorca. In the second group stage, Arsenal were drawn against Bayer Leverkusen, German club, Deportivo, another Spanish club, and Juventus, an Italian club. But the form did not pick up. We managed to lose away yet again to Deportivo and to Juventus. In fact, we lost home and away to Deportivo by the same scoreline, 2-0, both at Highbury and in Spain. We finished third. Ray Parlour picked up a red card away to Bayer Leverkusen, and that meant we were knocked out. Finishing third wasn't good enough. Juventus finished 4th in the group, and not progressing that year was quite a shame. That's not it. That's not where our negativity ended. Henry also missed a penalty in the home game against Deportivo. A tale of missed chances. Keep that in mind because you're going to come back to the missed chances later in the video. Yes, the 2001-2002 season in Europe was a disappointment, but there was still some positivity. We won the league that season, we won the FA Cup that season. We also managed to win the FA Cup the next season in the 2002-2003 season. So there was definitely some positivity and people still believed that the Champions League title was definitely going to come soon.
Nothing to worry about.
And in the 2003-2004 season, we managed something special in the league. 38 league games without defeat, finishing the season as Invincibles. In the Champions League, we were drawn against Italian giants Inter Milan, Russian club Lokomotiv Moscow, and Ukrainian team Dynamo Kiev. Now, that would be a good draw every other day, but Arsene Wenger did not agree with that. This is what Arsene Wenger had to say about the draw. The other English clubs have more comfortable groups than we do. It is tough to go to Russia. I always say that if you have to travel more than 2 hours, it's difficult. So before the games even began, there was a couple of excuses here and there. First game in the group stage, Arsenal against Inter Milan at Highbury. We ended up losing the game 3-0. That meant it was 6 home games without a win in Europe for Arsenal. In the previous season, where I did not touch upon, 2002-2003, we went 5 games without winning at home. Drew with Roma, drew with Ajax, drew with Valencia, drew with PSV, and lost at home to Auxerre, French club Auxerre. Red cards, penalties yet again costing us that season, where Valencia's 2-1 win over us on the final group stage day cost us another knockout quarterfinal day. But the next season, 2003-2004, was better, but it did not start that way after we lost 3-0 to Inter Milan. We managed to pick it up though, but not immediately. No win in the opening 3 games, but we managed to win the next 3, the final 3 home games, including the big 5-1 win against Inter Milan at San Siro. Very, very good day, one of the historic days in Arsenal's long history, one of the best days in Arsenal's long history. Lost 3-0 at home to them, but managed a 5-1 victory in Italy at San Siro, one of the biggest stadiums or the most notorious stadiums in the whole of Europe. Now, we progressed to the round of 16 and we were drawn against Celta Vigo, yet another Spanish club. Remember, we've just faced Deportivo the previous season, we faced Valencia the previous season, we came up against Mallorca the previous season as well, but we managed to win 5-2 against Celta Vigo, a convincing 3-2, not convincing, but a good 3-2 victory away at home, and a 2-0 victory at Highbury. Arsenal were drawn against Chelsea in the quarterfinals. David Dean, the vice chairman, had this to say: "One of the joys of playing in Europe is playing overseas, and having played Chelsea 3 times, it is a bit anticlimactic." Yes, we had played Chelsea 3 times already in the 2003-2004 season, twice in the league, winning 2-1 in both meetings, and also by the same scoreline in the FA Cup. So 3 wins out of 3 against Chelsea. Surely that was a good opponent to come up against. Away from home, we managed a 1-1 draw, Pires scoring for us, cancelling out Gudjonson's opening goal. A 1-1 draw away at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League quarter-final first leg, never a bad result, especially having already beaten them 3 times the same season. Having them travel to Highbury, everyone was confident. Everyone tipped Arsene Wenger's men to progress to the Champions League semi-final. Did it work out that way? Not really. Right before we played the second leg against Chelsea, we had to play an FA Cup semi-final match against Manchester United, a game where Thierry Henry was rested. Obviously, Arsene Wenger was really concentrating and focusing on the Champions League. We ended up losing in the FA Cup to Manchester United. They obviously ended up winning the trophy that year, but we were confident about winning the Champions League, or at least progressing to the semi-final. Here was our lineup against Chelsea in the second leg. Lehmann was in goal, Lauren, Kolo Toure, Sol Campbell, and Ashley Cole at the back. We had Freddie Ljungberg, Patrick Vieira, Edu, and Robert Pires in midfield, and Reyes next to the well-rested Thierry Henry. Now, Chelsea had not beaten Arsenal 17 games in a row. Their last victory against Arsenal was way back in 1998 in a League Cup match. They had not beaten Arsenal in any competition for 17 games, so that was another reason why everyone expected Arsenal to progress. They also had their captain Desai suspended after picking up a red card in the first leg, so everything was looking positive for Arsenal. And here's another magnificent, staggering record for you guys. All those players starting in our starting lineup that day, let's start with Lauren. He had scored against Chelsea in the 2003 FA Cup quarter-final. Kolo Toure had also scored against Chelsea the season before in the league. Sol Campbell managed a goal against Chelsea in his debut season back in 2001-2002. Ljungberg managed to score against Chelsea in an FA Cup final back in 2002. Patrick Vieira had scored early on that season in the 2003-2004 season against Chelsea as well. Edu had scored home and away that season against Chelsea. Pires scored the equalizer in the first leg of the Champions League that season. Thierry Henry, obviously, several goals against Chelsea already. And Reyes had scored against Chelsea in the FA Cup that season. So, from the 10 outfield players starting against Chelsea in the second leg, 9 of them had scored against Chelsea in the last 2 years. 9 of them had scored against Chelsea in the 2 years. Only Ashley Cole had not managed a goal against Chelsea from that lineup. So, yet again, everything was pointing to an Arsenal win, definitely. Did it turn out that way? It never did. We did score the opening goal through Reyes, yet again, 20-year-old Reyes, rest in peace to him, absolute Arsenal legend. But we let them back in the game. Jens Lehmann making a mistake, Lampard scoring, Makelele long shot, Lehmann should have handled better, fell to Lampard, the guy who always scored goals, and he equalized. And later on, Wayne Bridge, of all people, scored the winner against us at Highbury. That, you have to say, was the best chance for Arsenal to win the Champions League, especially considering that the teams in the semi-final were Monaco, Jose Mourinho's FC Porto, and Deportivo La Coruña. 3 teams that Arsenal would have fancied their chances against. We didn't win that season, but the momentum was still there. We still hoped to win the Champions League, at least in the next 2 seasons. So let's take a look at the 2005-2006 season. The 2005-2006 season, obviously remembered for being Arsenal's last competitive season at the Highbury Stadium. In the Champions League, we were drawn against Ajax, FC Thun and Sparta Prague. In the first game against Thun, we managed a 2-1 victory, but Robin van Persie picked up a red card. In the second game, we beat Ajax 2-1 away from home. And after that, that's where our very, very good clean sheet record began that season. We never conceded any more goals in the group stage, and that obviously saw us going through to the next round to face Real Madrid. At Bernabeu, we managed a 1-0 victory, a very huge victory for Arsenal. That was Real Madrid's first defeat in the Champions League in 18 games. They had won the Champions League in the previous season, that was 2002-2003, and had not lost in 18 games. That was a very, very good Real side with the likes of Roberto Carlos and David Beckham in the team, and very, very many more legends. We managed a clean sheet away from home, became the first English team to beat them there. And at home, we managed a 0-0 draw, kept it tight, and went through on aggregate 1-0. In the next round, the quarterfinal, we played against Juventus. Now, this game was significant because our legend Patrick Vieira had just moved to Juventus and he was now facing up against us. That did not matter though. We managed a 2-0 victory against them at Highbury and a 0-0 draw away in Italy. Another 2 games without conceding a goal. Real Madrid conceded no goals, Juventus conceded no goals. Progressed to the semi-final where we got a very good draw against Villarreal. That game against Villarreal at home was the last ever European game at Highbury. Won the game 1-0, Kolo Toure scoring the only goal, and away from home we managed another clean sheet, a 0-0 draw. This time round, there was a scare though when Jens Lehmann saved a very, very late penalty to save our blushes and to help us progress to the Champions League final. Surely this was Arsenal's opportunity to win this trophy. Champions League final, not conceded a goal in 10 Champions League games, looking very solid at the back. Surely this was our opportunity. Here we come, Paris, Arsenal against Barcelona. Yes, Barcelona was a really good team, consisting of the likes of Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Juli, and former Arsenal players like Van Bronckhorst and Silvinho, who had left Arsenal early on in that decade. That did not matter though. Arsenal had become the first London team to play in a Champions League final, 10 clean sheets in a row. Arsenal had already beaten Spanish teams like Real Madrid and Villarreal in the same season. So, was there any fear heading into this game against Barcelona? Not really. But in the first 18 minutes, we suffered a major blow when Jens Lehmann became the first ever player to see red in a Champions League final. But with the mentality we had those days, we still managed to take the lead right before halftime. Campbell heading in Henry's free kick to make it 1-0 to the Gunners. 45 minutes to hold on for our first ever Champions League trophy. We did manage to hold on for the next 35 minutes, but after that, Samuel Eto'o scored for them. He equalized to make it 1-1, a shot that Almunia should have tried to stop, and the second one, Almunia should definitely have stopped it when Belletti scored. Obviously, Belletti and Eto'o, both of them ended up playing for Chelsea, another team that broke our hearts the previous seasons in the Champions League, and they ended up winning the game 2-1 in the driving rain in Paris. That was a major killer for us. That was basically, realistically, the last chance or the last ever time we went close to winning a Champions League title. In the coming seasons, in the upcoming seasons, in the following seasons, we managed to exit in the round of 16 several times. In the very next season, 2006-2007, we lost to PSV in the round of 16, 2-1 on aggregate. Alex, another player who went on to play for Chelsea, scoring against us. In the next season after that, we lost to Liverpool in the quarterfinals 5-3. Another game where we looked like we would go through when Walcott made his crazy run and gave the ball to Adebayo, but we didn't really see it out. I'd say we didn't really see it out. So in the few years after that, we saw the distance and the gap widening. We were trashed by Barcelona, trashed by United, trashed by Bayern Munich in the next few years. And the one trashing that no one will ever forget was the last time we were ever in the Champions League, 2016-2017 season, losing 10-2 on aggregate to Bayern. So how did this team, a team that always reached the quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals of the Champions League, manage to lose in the round of 16 7 times in a row between 2011 and 2017. As the years went by from 2007, you could tell the gap was widening between the likes of Arsenal and the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, losing every single season to the likes of PSV, to the likes of Monaco, to the likes of AC Milan. We never ever got anywhere close to a Champions League semi-final. In fact, in the next 15 years, we only managed one Champions League semi-final, and that was the end of that. We've never ever qualified for the Champions League yet again. So the question we always ask ourselves, why haven't Arsenal ever won the Champions League? I have a few theories. One is missed chances. Against Barcelona, we missed a chance to go 2-0 ahead, and after that game, Van Bommel actually told Arsene Wenger that if you guys would have scored a second goal, we would have given up. Against Monaco a few years later, Giroud missed like 10 to 15 chances yet again. Discipline, red cards, giving away penalties in crucial times of the game, tough draws sometimes, very unlucky, getting Bayern Munich 8 times between 2012 and 2017. The format back in 2001-2002, where there was a second group stage and not a round of 16, was quite unlucky for us. Poor and shocking fast legs through the years and errors leading to goals, especially with Jens Lehmann. So how can we turn this around? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think Arsenal need to do to go back to these glorious days where we never managed to win a Champions League title? What needs to happen? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Worked really hard in researching this video. I really appreciate you guys watching it. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.